Here I just show this is editor where we write our WebDriver code, and this is an application which we are going to test. Basically it's a web browser, but unlike RC you don't have any proxy server between the editor and our actual application. Okay, so this was the first advantage compared to RC, because in WebDriver you talk directly to the browser from your code. Fine. Okay, we have overcome one disadvantage, because by having server the speed will be very less, and every time when you write the code you need to start the server manually from the command prompt in the RC. Here we don't have that headache. You can directly run the application so that things will get start automated. But that we overcome. They have removed this architecture and that's working fine. But you remember we have other main disadvantage, that it uses Java to trigger the events in the application, but there are some websites which will not allow Java to trigger or to perform any events on their applications. So how the WebDriver overcomes this disadvantage? Let's see now. See, WebDriver does not use Java to talk to browser. It uses browser language. For example, Firefox is built on Java. Okay, Firefox browser is built on Java. So it uses Firefox. It uses Java to talk with the website which is hosted on the Firefox browser. And Internet Explorer uses C Sharp. Okay, basically that is a native language. Internet Explorer was built on top of the C Sharp. Okay, so what WebDriver does is it uses C Sharp to talk with the websites which are hosted on Internet Explorer. That means WebDriver uses browser own language to talk with the their application. With this, see, if you use the browser's own language, then you can trigger any event on the application. Because now, for example, Internet Explorer is built on C Sharp and you launched your website on C Sharp. Okay, now website cannot stop C Sharp to trigger, because your application itself is running on C Sharp application. So that our website cannot have the control to stop C Sharp on triggering your kind of things, because basically you are doing something on C Sharp browser and you have to follow the rules and at least what C Sharp does. Okay, so you can perform any event with the help of C Sharp language if you are using Internet Explorer, because basically Internet Explorer is built on C Sharp. So what WebDriver does is intelligently it talks to your website on the browser's language. If your website is built on Chrome, then maybe we don't know Chrome, what's the Chrome native language. So but it uses Chrome's own language to talk with the website which is built on Chrome. So with each with each browser, it uses own strategy to talk and automate the things. Unlike RC, if you take RC, it only uses Java. In whatever browser you launch your website, it only uses plain Java to trigger the events and to start the automation. But whereas with WebDriver, it uses the browser's own language. With this, it overcomes the disadvantage of security stopping, without allowing the triggering. That disadvantage it overcomes by using the browser's own language. Okay, so if anyone asks you saying that how you overcome this disadvantage with the WebDriver, is we use the browser's native language to talk with the application in the WebDriver. So when you are using browser own language to trigger the event or to trigger some events on your website have no control to stop them. Okay. So that's the reason WebDriver will not fail on any test case or any website when you are trying to run it. Okay, that's how internally architecture happens from backend. So got it? Any doubts till now? Yes, basically it's one sentence to say how WebDriver works backend is we use browser's native language to talk to the application which is under test. That's all.